Hola everyone! In this video, we are going to discuss summary of your reading. Do you guys still remember the guided question I gave you when you need to write reading journal in the previous semester? I always gave you guided question actually in the previous semester. For example, this one. You must answer some questions in writing your reading journal. This one is the example of the guided question for strategies of successful English learner, right? So, when I ask you to write a summary of an academic journal, I was hoping you could write the summary with the same guided question. Well, not exactly the same because the text is different, but what you need to do is when I ask you to write a summary, it means that you have to review the journal, not just shorten the text. For example, let's summarize Aine's journal together. By the way, I suggest you to use two gadgets in watching this video. You could use your phone to watch this video and use your laptop to read Aine's journal. Jadi nanti nggak ada yang komplain, Miss, tulisannya kecil. Okay, let's start. First of all, you should write a paragraph to introduce the text that you read to the reader. For example, the title of this journal is Instructional Media in Teaching English to Young Learners. By the way, there is a colon in the title. It means that we can divide it into two sentences. Like this. This is a case study in elementary schools in Kuningan. By the way, you will learn about case study in research in language teaching course. Then, introduce the writer. You could write the author of the journal is blah blah blah. But if you write like this, the reader will think you don't know how to use pronoun. Remember pronoun in grammar class? So, it might be better to write this journal is written by Wildan Nurul Aini. Ini ada pronounnya di sini ya. This di sini adalah pronounnya dari the journal, right? Jadi nggak melulu pakai the journal terus. Kenapa nggak langsung aja, Miss? This is written by Wildan Nurul Aini. Tadi kan di sini udah ada this is juga ya. Sini udah this is juga. Jadi nggak ada masalah. Di sini kita ganti lagi jadi this journal. Belum ada yang pakai this journal ya dari atas. Nah, jadi tulisannya jadi bervariasi. Nggak monoton. You can write a full stop here. But you can also write, ditulis lagi tahunnya, in 2013. 2013 ini bisa aja dibagi lagi jadi kalimat yang berbeda. Tapi nggak ada salahnya ya kita ditulis langsung aja di sini. What else can we introduce from this journal? This is not important. Let's see about the journal itself. The magazine, I mean. This one, right? So, we can write, it is published in the first edition of Journal of English and Education. What else should we introduce? Can we write about how the researcher collect the data of this research in this paragraph? No, right? Because this paragraph is about the introduction of the journal. If we write to collect the data the researcher employed blah 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 ini, di sini, it means that our paragraph, this paragraph, is not a good paragraph, right? Itu tadi berarti udah ada beberapa catatan untuk pelajaran writing. Yang pertama, di dalam satu paragraf itu, idenya hanya satu. Kalau memang kita hanya mau menuliskan paragraf tentang introduction of the journal di paragraf ini, jadi isi paragrafnya semuanya hanya berhubungan dengan profil jurnalnya. Yang pertama ya, jadi satu paragraf, satu ide. Kemudian yang kedua, agar paragraf itu menjadi padu atau kohesif, kita tidak boleh hanya menuliskan kalimat-kalimat di dalamnya, tapi kalimatnya itu, kalimat di dalam satu paragraf itu harus berhubungan satu sama lain. Itu makanya kita tadi menggunakan pronoun di sini, agar kalimat yang kedua ini, kalimat yang ketiga, dan kalimat yang keempat masih ada hubungannya ke kalimat yang pertama atau main idea-nya gitu ya. Untuk sekedar perkenalan ini saja, ini sudah ada katanya 51. Kita sudah punya 51 kata. If you think you still have some other information to write in this introduction paragraph, you can add some sentences. If not, then let's just write the second paragraph. For the second paragraph, we have some options. The first one, we could refer to the subchapter, such as, in the introduction of the journal, the writer explained the objective of the research. And then you can add some sentences to explain about the objective of the research, such as, the research is conducted to blah blah blah. Or the other option, you can write the second paragraph by straight to the point, just like the abstract here. Here is the example. This research is intended to investigate the use of blah blah blah, just like the abstract. The way we write the second paragraph will be the same with how to write the third or fourth paragraph, or the next paragraph that we need. Don't you think? Karena di paragraf kedua, ketiga, dan seterusnya itu kita sudah harus menerangkan isi dari jurnalnya. Jadi cara menulisnya tentu sama dengan yang ini. Opsinya ada beberapa. Yang pertama, Anda bisa tuliskan berdasarkan pembagian subchapternya, introduction, review of related literature, method, conclusion, dan sebagainya. Atau bisa jadi cara menuliskan summary yang lainnya adalah dengan menjelaskan langsung dari poin-poin penting di jurnal tersebut. So, let's just move on to your own conclusion as the reader. Remember? Conclusion as the reader, not conclusion of the journal. What I mean is, you need to sum up your own understanding about this journal or this title. Let's see the example. In reading this journal, I found some interesting theories about teaching young learners, for example. Then you explain what you understand, or you explain the interesting theories. Or you can also write, reading this journal gave me insight of the use of instructional media in teaching young learner. Or maybe the other option, the simplest option. After reading this journal, blah blah blah, you write your conclusion here. So this is how we end our summary, okay? By the way, do you know why I use verb to in this summary? Food for thought. Coba difikirkan ya, kenapa Miss pakainya verb 2. Please note that this is just the example of how to write summary of an academic journal. Ini hanya contoh, nggak mutlak harus begini. Malah kalau persis begini nanti yang Ananda tulis, itu seolah-olah nggak kreatif ya jadinya. So, you are free to choose the diction that you like. Silahkan dipilih diksi yang Ananda suka atau pilihan kata, diksi, pilihan kata ya. This is just the framework of a summary in Miss Rahma's class. Later, when I assign you to write a summary of an academic journal, you can use this framework. Remember, write about the introduction of the text you read, and then the summary of the text, and your very own conclusion or reflection of your own understanding of the journal. Are you ready to read and summarize the other journals? I hope you learned something from this video. Good luck and see ya!